Hello, and thank you for joining us today. Before we get started with the 2020 Illumination Awards, I'd like to introduce to you your Detroit IES Board of Managers.
Hi there, my name is Stacy Schwartz, and I am the president of the IES Detroit Board of Managers.
Hello, my name is Elizabeth Williams, and I am the vice president for the Detroit Board of Managers. One time when I was in college, I was electroshocked while standing on a metal ladder. The current went through one hand and out the other.
Dun 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 dun. Oh, hello there. I'll allow myself to introduce myself. My name is Robert White, and I'm treasurer for the Illuminating Engineering Society Detroit chapter, and also guardian of the treasure of ancient Rome. Hey, you, invading army, you're not supposed to be here. You're not on the schedule, and you're not socially distanced, so until you can stand 2 meters apart, sorry, no invasion today. Take care, okay? Bye-bye. 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 And also a Roman salute to tonight's award recipients. Take care, everyone.
Hey, what's up, everybody? My name's Tara Verlinden, and I'm the Illumination Awards chair for the IES Detroit chapter. Most people don't know this about me, but I am a huge Simpsons fanatic. I've been collecting memorabilia since I was in grade school, and I even still have my extensive VHS archive of episodes that I recorded from television. Most of what I own is in storage, but I thought I'd show you a sneak peek of what's lying around the house.
Hi, I'm Carl Guile. I'm the immediate past president of the Detroit IES section. Something that a lot of people didn't know about me is that my undergraduate degree is in biology and geology, so it's only natural that I end up in lighting. Something that a lot of people didn't know about me is the fact that I was only born with 8 fingers, but the fact that I was born with 2 thumbs makes me look pretty normal.
Hi everyone, I'm Kelly O'Connor. I am a member of the Detroit Board of Managers and the District Vice Chair. I've been involved with the IES for the last 10 years or so, and I've really enjoyed everything that I've learned and the people I've gotten to meet. Something fun about me is I just moved, and I'm currently trying to organize and get myself together. It's been quite a crazy 6 months. I hope you and your family are doing well, and we'll see you soon.
Good afternoon, everybody. Hi, and welcome. I am Shelley Prue. I am currently sitting on the Board of Managers for the IES Detroit section, and I also hold the position of Golf Committee Chair for 2021. Couple little known facts. I rescue little dogs. This is my little Gunner. I've been working with the Yorkshire Terrier National Rescue for the last decade and have taken in a number of these little guys to help give them a better home, find them a better home, and I'm actually a foster failure. So, also, another little known fact for most is that I am a former past president for the Detroit IES section going back into the early 1990s. So, for those who have been around that long, good to still see you around. For those that weren't here, yes, I have been around that long. So, anyway, thank you so much for joining us today, and happy holidays to all. Take care.
Good evening. My name is Joseph Oranjak. I am a member of the Detroit IES Section Board. My history as I've served as many of the officers in the board and even as district co-chair, District 8, which covers Michigan, Ohio, Indiana, and part of Kentucky. want to say hello to new members and to encourage you, if you're interested in learning more about lighting, this is a good place to be. Interesting people, there's lots of opportunities for educational experience, IES annual conference, light fair, etc. And if you're licensed, you can use those CEU units for your biannual renewals. We would like to, again, we'd like to invite you to join. So have a good day, have a good evening, and hope you enjoy the meeting. That'll be the virtual meeting that's coming up. So take care.
What's up? My name is Kelly Dykstra, and I'm your Emerging Professionals Chair for the Detroit Board of Managers. And a fun fact about myself is I'm obsessed with everything Harry Potter. Hence the cancel.
Hi, IES. I'm Eric Rettinger. I'm with Peter Basso Associates, and I've been on the IES board probably close to 15 years now. Mostly responsible for sending out those email blasts to you or announcing the raffle at the product show. Hoping to see you again in person for that next year.
Hello, my name is Mark Dybel, and welcome to the white box that I've been working in for the past 9 months. Hold on one second. That's better. 1980s technology. Who needs a smart IoT system, right? I'm a member of the Detroit Board of Managers, going on 12 years now. And a fun fact about me is that I'm a quadruplet. So I have 3 sisters my same age, which made fun times growing up. Another fun fact is that I'm a licensed pyrotechnician, so I can do things like this, or even like this. So it makes a good time for the holidays. Hope you relax, sit back, and enjoy the program we have set up for you, and have fun. Thanks.
We're very excited to bring you some firsts in this virtual world, beginning with our virtual IES meetings and our very first virtual Illumination Awards in Detroit. We're looking forward to seeing your smiling faces very soon. As we look forward to what 2021 has to offer, we encourage you to continue to be an active member of the Illuminating Engineering Society. Thank you for being a part of our journey together while we transition together into the new year.
Good afternoon, and on behalf of the IES Board of Directors, I am Shelley Prue, your Midwest Regional Director for Districts 7 and 8 for the IES. I have been serving in this role for the last 3.5 years, and my term is expiring at the end of next year. So I'd like to congratulate Kelly O'Connor for being nominated to fill my shoes, starting with the new term of July of 2021. So yay, Kelly O'Connor, another great member from our Detroit section. A couple other announcements I'd like to make regarding the IES is the fact that we have launched the new online lighting library. It's available with a subscription, so you no longer have to go to us to get a 4-inch thick lighting handbook, which we end up using as a computerizer. So that is available to you now as a member to subscribe to. And another announcement here is that please look forward to the beginning of the year, hearing all about our annual conference coming up the first week of August. It's scheduled as of now. Obviously, everything's a moving target with the pandemic that we are living through. So keep your eyes and ears open for that. And Light Fair 2021 has also been moved to October in New York City. So a lot of things changing on the fly here. But look forward to seeing everybody through our virtual meeting series that's being hosted by our region. So I'm working with our district chair in District 7, Kristen Millardy, as well as Kelly O'Connor. They have been working diligently on a task force to bring us good content for us to provide educational materials on a monthly basis virtually till we get back to our face-to-face meetings. So with that, again, thank you for your continued support and membership in the Illuminating Engineering Society, and I look forward to the day I can see everybody face-to-face again. So happy holidays, and I hope you enjoy the IA Awards ceremony today. Bye.
Now that you know a little bit or a lot about us, let's talk about you, Detroit.
2020 has been challenging for all of us, and we appreciate you taking the time to spend with us today. Now it's time for the show. Detroit, you submitted 6 projects, 3 of which went on to receive awards of merit.
The Detroit Athletic Club, Grill Room. Updating the interior and lighting of an established restaurant located in a high-profile and historic 105-year-old building required sensitivity to the beloved finishes while navigating equipment installation within the convoluted and aging infrastructure under a demanding construction schedule. With 2 distinct dining areas, the lighting approach sought to honor the architecture of the spaces and highlight the unique elements of the rooms. Extensive photometric modeling helped establish optical distributions and lumen packages to evenly illuminate the ceiling while meeting light level preferences of the client. Collaborative meetings with the design team and the installing contractor were critical for working through installation details that took into consideration millwork modification, as well as ceiling accessibility issues and wiring paths that minimized disruption to the historic decorative plaster. The updated lighting offers a more visually interesting yet very comfortable environment that brings attention to many of the existing architectural details that previously had been overlooked. Energy consumption was decreased by nearly 70%, and the exclusive use of LED sources greatly reduced the maintenance requirements. The lighting control system was set up to allow for easy day-to-day usage while still giving the client the ability to modify scenes when desired. The existing space lacked a distinct lighting hierarchy, and the excessive number of halogen downlights visually flattened the room while being a continual maintenance burden. Existing high-wattage halogen sconces poorly illuminated the decorative ceiling, contributed to excessive contrast, and provided inadequate lighting to the space. Original historic pendants warmly glow after being refurbished and relamped, while newly commissioned custom chandeliers honor the grandeur of the room. Modest millwork additions seamlessly blended new and old millwork while hiding the low-profile uplights with defined optics that evenly illuminated the ceiling, indirectly lighting the space. Layers of light enliven the space, and decorative fixtures provide visual sparkle. Picture lights call special attention to original oils from the client's collection. Previously lost visually in the space, the custom mural came to life through the defined optics of the low-profile fixture hidden behind millwork. The design team worked with a custom fixture manufacturer to provide new decorative fixtures evocative of an earlier age while meeting budget constraints. The programmable dimming system tunes lighting levels, creating a visual hierarchy and harmony throughout the day, while simplifying operations for the staff.
The United Auto Workers Ford National Program Center lobby, located on Jefferson Avenue in Detroit, Michigan. In order to create a unique visual experience for visitors and users as well as passers-by, the architect developed a glass box concept that would extend the lobby out and away from the building. 2-circuit linear and accent track lighting is surface mounted in the glass box and suspended in the existing lobby, where suspended, 2 runs of LED tape light, 1 RGB and 1 static white provide color-changing ambient uplight. During an initial site visit, while sitting in the existing lobby, one of the lighting designers sketched out a detail that would combine accent, ambient, and color-changing lighting in a single cohesive system that takes advantage of the tube steel framing bands running horizontally along the roof of the glass box. These early sketches were essential to conveying concepts quickly and efficiently for a tight design and construction schedule. The magnetically attached linear and accent track lights can be easily repositioned and aimed as needed. All of the lighting is strategically zoned for versatility. The designers took care to guide the client through creating and modifying presets for displays and special events. Along the interior front wall of the glass box is a row of RGBW color-changing linear uplights, which flood color onto the structure and glass support elements, as well as the existing facade of the building from below. The uplighting can be programmed to coordinate visually with the tree-mounted string lights in the surrounding plaza. The warm correlated color temperature of the 3000 Kelvin track-mounted lighting was specifically selected to contrast with the quintessential Ford blue, a signature preset of the color-changing lighting. In exhibit mode, the combination of crisp ambient linear light and sharp accent spotlights creates sparkle and definition for vehicle detailing and paint quality. The result is an inviting space, perfect for corporate and hospitality gatherings, an excellent addition to the illustrious downtown area of the Motor City.
Hi, I'm Patrick, and I'm going to be discussing the University of Michigan Biological Science Building and Natural History Museum. The project is located in Ann Arbor. Here, showing the building on the left, we can see the 3 terracotta-clad lab blocks connected by 2 glass atria. Connection on this project was a major design driver, and the lighting concept, entitled Scientific Portals, responds to the challenge of blurring the visual boundaries between research, student, and public portions by balancing illumination and maintaining that visual connection throughout the project. Daylighting design was critical. Here we're seeing the vision glazing of the atriums, which is right-sized to maximize access to daylight and views to that internal program, not only in the atrium, but to the lab program itself. Stepping inside to one of the labs, we can actually see that we have a space that feels as if it's connected to the exterior, even though we're actually looking out into the atrium environment. To balance the overall building energy performance goals, the lab blocks utilize a combination of parametrically optimized performance glazing and terracotta baguettes that were studied using this iterative grasshopper script to deliver a kit of parts to the architecture team, allowing them to make more informed decisions in their design of the facade porosity. At night, luminescence activates the glazing zones. Warm light enhances the wood walls at the base, blending interior and exterior transitional zones and creating this inviting presence juxtaposed against the very crisp 5000 Kelvin indirect illumination that fills the glass atria. The atria themselves act as these epicenters of scientific portals designed to connect exterior education, exhibit, and scientific research environments. The ceiling is illuminated with a series of adjustable floodlights that are located in the 3rd floor pockets or theatrical pockets that are lensed and aimed to create a very intentional gradient of light, brightest at the center and then emanating out towards the edges to accentuate that curving form. Accent lighting guides transition throughout the building, weaving programmatically between exhibit and scientific spaces. Display case lighting complements the adjacent lab portals with internal illumination to invite visual exploration. Stepping back outside, we can see the prominent building corner engaging the community with this idea or notion of scientific portals by revealing the artistic exhibits and showcasing the bronze-clad planetarium theater. That will wrap up BSP. Thanks for your time.
I'm Nathan, and I'm going to discuss the Land Bridge Connector. The Land Bridge Connector is a 580-foot long connection corridor between the main parking structure and multi-level office tower. It spans across a man-made pond, and it facilitates the entry and exit experience of over 4,000 employees every day. The span across the water allowed for a unique opportunity to use reflection to amplify the connector's impact on campus. Extensive photometric calculation was performed to validate the reflection qualities and maximize the interior read from the exterior. The architectural sawtooth facade provides users with a variable experience over its length. Solid panels captured the ends while the sawtooth opens to emphasize transparency and views at the center. In order to maximize lighting impact with minimal budget, all lighting solutions were constrained to the interior. The exterior lighting character responds in accordance with the facade articulation, opening and closing to show the interior brightness. The main lighting system was a simple pendant-mounted wall wash at each interior facade panel. Additional lighting is provided with a maximized downlight spacing. At the center, daylight can filter in and expansive views out are experienced. Increased glazing and less facade panel to wash with light meant the center would be the darkest point at night. To add visual hierarchy in the evening, a dynamic pendant pattern was developed in response to the architectural panel angles. These pendants are economical in cost and provide an increased level of ambient brightness. The resulting effect adds depth and brightness by overlapping the pendants and drawing them into the center of the space.
Hi, my name is Leland Curtis, and today I'll be talking to you about the Phoenix Sky Harbor South Concourse. So goals for this project, it's an airport, so we wanted it to feel like an airport. We wanted to impart a sense of lift and lightness and velocity. At the same time, accepting that this is for Phoenix, we wanted to be an ambassador to the city, so accepting views and daylight were important. And critically, we needed to meet the challenge of a very strict low budget, because they'd spent most of their money on a recently renovated terminal that was the crown jewel. So in order to meet budget, the architect gave us quite a challenge by going with a ceiling system that was very cheap and could not allow for any recessed lighting of any kind, or even surface-mounted lighting, because we would have to have exposed conduit. But we accepted this challenge with a very simple approach. So again, this single cross-section kind of sums up the entire very long concourse, this asymmetric ceiling. So we have a cove near the clerestory that lifts the ceiling in a nice soft gradient, draws your eye upwards, imparts a sense of lift. And that's contrasted with this compression moment that the ceiling springs from on the right. So by going with recessed linear pendants and keeping the surfaces themselves not directly lit, we have an intentional asymmetric lit condition. We have soft, bright, and uplifting to the left, and then we have a higher contrast, more of a compressed moment on the right. And that asymmetry allows for the springing of the ceiling to become more pronounced. And these pendants have the added functional benefit of extending our mountable ceiling, if you will, because we needed to light the entire seating area to a higher level than the rest of the concourse, but we had no ceiling from which to light from. So by extending these recessed fixtures into a cantilevered pendant, we were able to achieve that. It also had the effect of creating a false plane, if you will. All of these lights stack up down the concourse, creating this ephemeral architectural plane, which feels a lot like a thin layer of clouds that you're moving through. Again, trying to impart a sense of flight and lift. And so if you go from the darker, more contrasting, compressed area on the right, and then the whole building starts to break and open up, almost like you're taking off towards the sky. And during the day, it has the added benefit of assisting architecturally. These pendants become a feature of the space, not just functional lighting. And we have wall slots that accentuate the gates, and in many ways you don't even need those big signs that are out in the middle because it's obvious where you need to go. And at night, when the background becomes darker, this effect is even more pronounced, and again, assisting with wayfinding. You never want to be lost in an airport, right? But in this one, you'll know exactly where you need to get to. And the detail of these pendants, spent a lot of time making sure we could transition well from this recessed portion of the light into a cantilevered pendant, and all the power comes directly through that ceiling. So again, avoiding any need for unseemly conduit or power with that ceiling structure. And you see here this V-shaped custom suspension cable provides additional lateral support so these fixtures don't sway, and also gives a really nice aesthetic. So in all, we have 3 major moves. We uplift the ceiling with an indirect cove. We have this functional but very architectural setup of these recessed cantilevered pendants, and with a cove, we're front lighting the gates. Very simple approach, very cheap, very efficient, but very effective. Thank you.
Hi, my name is Patrick, and I'm going to be talking about MSU ISTB's graphic wall, which we affectionately refer to as Brainbow. The building is located in Lansing, Michigan, and the mural is actually located on the north side of the building. They're shown in red. At night, the effect is pretty impactful. This rather ephemeral pop of color that lives amongst the very organized, orthogonal, clad metal panel and precast concrete architecture that is the building. The design of the mural was a collaboration between the mural artist and the university researchers to showcase one of their more visually impactful processes that produce the vibrant colored images on the lower left, which are actually neural networks dyed with different colors that allow them to understand how things are organized. This ultimately served as the inspiration for the mural on the right. The lighting concept looked to use this idea of additive color mixing to apply specific wavelengths of light to shift the perceived color of each hexagonal cell, similar to the way that the colors in the M&Ms shift, to reorganize and re-showcase patterns that you wouldn't normally see under just white light. We went through a series of internal mock-ups to understand this relationship of light and color at different sizes and scale, before ultimately studying the light and its impact at full scale. Here showing the mural applied to the interior corridor lit during the day with north diffuse skylight. At night, RGBW lights activate to animate the mural. Here we see the perceived color of each cell, shifting from red to blue to green, even black in some cases. The association of each of these colored cells builds and amplifies across the whole four-stir mural in the nighttime context to create this very ephemeral, transient effect in the nighttime condition. The reflective ceiling actually does double duty to both expand the experience from the interior, also showing Laurel Walker, the mural artist, on the upper left-hand side, but also the mirrored ceiling specifically extends access to view as you approach the building. When the floor plate would normally conceal those vertical surfaces, they get extended through the reflection in the horizontal ceiling plane. At night, the lights automatically activate and cycle through a series of shows, which were reviewed on-site and in person by the ownership team, which they were very excited to see. You can actually stop by this building yourself and see this in person if you're ever on Michigan State University's Lansing campus. That's Brainbow. Thank you for your time.
All right. I hope you guys have enjoyed the show, and we'll see you next year, Detroit.
About it when I see you again. Tell you when I see you again.